Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX Wealth 28 Club video breakdown. In today's video, we're going to be diving into detail, going over a strategy that I am personally utilizing on the vfat platform to maximize my passive income earning rewards and take advantage of some of the features that the vfat platform offers. We're going to break that down in detail today. I'm going to show you guys the ins and outs, go over this presentation in detail for you all, and just really show you all a mature investment approach in this DeFi space. We're not chasing these high APRs, these unrealistic price targets. No, we're just consistently attempting to earn passive income by utilizing our digital assets on these DeFi platforms. So if you all enjoy these video breakdowns, let's say, for example, you are not a private CYPRX Wealth 28 Club member, do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. I'm going to also show you all where you can find this information if you are not a Wealth 28 Club member. So that way you have an understanding of what it is we're even talking about. So let's start with that first before we get into the presentation. So let's share screen real quick. So if you are not a Wealth 28 Club member and you just want to kind of scratch the surface of DeFi, get into what it is that we're talking about here, how you could potentially start earning yield on your digital assets, I have created a playlist for you guys on YouTube publicly for you all to go and tap into. It is the yield playlist on the CYPRX platform. Right now, there are currently about 18 videos that you guys can go and sift through and watch. And in some of these particular video breakdowns, there are a how-to video breakdown and talking about the DeFi platform vfat, the yield aggregation platform. All right. So if you guys want to go check that out, that's where you can find that information if you are not a Wealth 28 Club member. If you are a Wealth 28 Club member, then head over to your course content. I know that there's probably over 120 videos now in the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club, but scroll right down here and go down to base DeFi opportunities, click open this tab, and then this particular video breakdown, this is where it's going to be added into this section. All right, so you guys have some vfat overview, vfat talk, and entering the vfat platform video breakdowns right there for you guys as Wealth 28 Club members. So let's jump into this today. We're going to be discussing and talking about this platform right here, vfat.io. Now, obviously, of course, in previous video breakdowns, we've gone over it. So we're not going to go into how to enter into a position, what the platform, generally speaking, is. We went over that in previous video breakdowns. We'll touch on that briefly. But I really want to get into how to utilize this as a tool to maximize your profits in the crypto space, in DeFi in particular, during certain market fluctuations, whether the market is down or pumping. Okay, so we're going to get into that in detail today. Now, we are going to be discussing and talking about two features that this platform offers, and that is compounding, auto compounding, and auto harvesting. All right, how to utilize them, how I personally utilize them. Again, none of this is financial advice. This is how we are taking a mature DeFi approach here in the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club to show you guys, again, that we are taking a mature approach. And if you want to access the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club, you want to learn more about this, you want to gain access to literally hundreds of video breakdowns on how to DeFi from A to Z, what it is that we're doing to maximize yield in the DeFi space, then head over to cyprxtrading.com. We'd love to have you on the private CYPRX Wealth 28 Club team. And so just here, you can see, you can click on the homepage. This is vfat.io. You can go to documentation, and you can click down where it says automation, and it gives you the option to read over automatic compound and automatic harvest. Now, these are the two features that we're going to be covering in detail today, how I personally utilize them, showing you all my strategic approach to maximize my profits from this platform. So let's head over to the presentation today, and let's just go over this. So we are going to cover in detail how to maximize these two features. First, before we even get into that, all right, I want to give you guys a little bit of a motivational, not speech right here, but just a quote that has stuck with me throughout my 9 years of investing experience and trading experience. And it is that what kills most people's dreams is their addiction to instant gratification. I want everybody that is within inside the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club, or maybe you're not a part of our private club yet, to really understand that the people that are going to survive long term are those individuals that have a long term perspective and that aren't here for the short, quick, immediate fixes that trigger your dopamine and get you addicted to making quick, fast money in this market, but then always leave you empty and in the long term a loser. Okay. Don't have that perspective here. In the CYPRX 1228 Club, we are taking a long term approach, especially to DeFi, as heavily unregulated this space is. We need to stay in this space long term. So, how can we do that? We can utilize platforms like vfat to maximize our rewards and understand when we should be toggling certain features on this platform during certain market conditions. And hopefully, in today's video breakdown, this makes it clear for you guys. Again, not financial advice, but how I am utilizing this platform to toggle different features to maximize my rewards during different market either downturns or price appreciation pumps. All right. So alleviate your mind from instant gratification. It's extremely hard to do that. It's going to take massive amounts of discipline, continuous, work ethic on your behalf, and some type of mental fortitude and long-term vision, but it is achievable, it is possible, and I promise you that when you alleviate your mindset from always constantly making money in the now, becoming wealthy in the now, thinking that you're going to get rich quick, investing becomes much more fun. It, brings you to a much more mature approach in your investing strategy in your career. And you don't feel like everybody else because everybody else is chasing immediate quick gains. All right. So I cannot stress enough this little tiny quote right here has stuck with me throughout I don't want to say the entirety of my investing career, because I'd say for probably like the first 2 to 3 years of the 9 years that I've been involved in this market, I suffered from this. I suffered from wanting money fast, from trying to jump into everything that I thought was going to pay me right now and make me a millionaire. However, I found out the hard way through loss after loss after loss that that was not to be the case. All right. So hopefully that sticks with you guys as well throughout the rest of your trading and investing career. Let's move on. All right. So, introduction, real fast. Let's just go over what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be diving into our yield aggregation strategy using the vfat platform, where we are going to explore its key features, which are designed to maximize profitability in DeFi while staying aligned with our core objective as DeFi investors. Our core objective as a DeFi investor is to generate consistent passive income while carefully managing our risk exposure. Write that down somewhere. That is, again, not financial advice. That is my primary objective. And it would behoove you all to take into consideration that primary objective, which is to consistently generate passive income and manage your risk properly. Okay. DeFi is not going to make you rich quick, and it's not trading, and it's also not hodling. It is a strategic approach to grow your portfolio, your digital assets in the now through DeFi platforms. Okay. So how can we do that? We can take advantage of platforms like vfat. All right. So let's just go over a quick overview. Maybe you're watching this for the first time. Maybe you haven't gone back and checked out the yield playlist on the CYPRX YouTube, or maybe you're a newer member of the Wealth 28 Club and you haven't gone through and watched some of these vfat overview talks and how to enter on a vfat platform videos. Make sure that you guys go back and check those out. Let's just do a quick overview of what this platform is so that way you all are informed. So vfat is a comprehensive DeFi portfolio management and yield aggregation platform that offers a wide range of features. And in today's video, we're going to go over some of those features to help users manage their decentralized finance investments efficiently. So vfat does provide a single dashboard. This is why I personally like it, where you can view and manage literally all your DeFi investments across multiple different wallets, protocols, and chains. Now, obviously, of course, it's limited to the chains and protocols and the wallets that it offers, but still, it's a vast amount. I'd say, it's a decent amount of protocols and chains that you have. It doesn't have like XRPL or anything like that. So for all you utility bag holders that want to deploy your XRP, this platform doesn't allow that integration yet. Maybe they will in the future. Who knows? Same thing with HBAR, doesn't allow Hedera, but it does offer the ones that I personally utilize, which is Base and Optimism chain. Okay. So this consolidated view saves time and reduces the complexity of managing assets spread across various platforms, which I personally like. This means that you can connect multiple different wallets to enter different addresses. You can view all your DeFi positions in one local dashboard, and you can monitor your assets across different blockchain networks simultaneously, which again, I really like. It allows for real-time tracking. It allows for real-time profit taking. It allows you to understand, the TVL locked in different positions, how much money you have in the position, how much percentages per day, per week, per year that you're earning on the position, how much you've earned in that specific time frame, so on and so forth. I mean, it's just a phenomenal platform across the board, in my personal opinion. Again, teach his own, do your own personal research. So just thought I'd just do a quick overview real fast to touch up on what vfat is. All right. So let's get into this. Let's really break this down, and let's first talk about the first strategy and the first setting that you can toggle on the vfat platform, and talk about when is the best time. Again, from my personal perspective and what I've incorporated into my strategy, when's the best time to toggle this setting, because you don't want to just have this setting toggled all the time. Again, that's my personal opinion. Let's go over this so you understand what it is I'm talking about. So the first setting that we want to attempt to toggle and benefit from on this platform is the automatic compound. So when a yield aggregation platform has the ability to automatic compound your account, it means that the platform automatically reinvests the earnings generated from your initial investment back into the same strategy or the same position. This process is called automatic compounding, and it can significantly boost your overall returns over time. So remember, if you head over to the vfat.io platform, you click on documentation, you can go and you read a little bit about this, how to toggle the settings, so on and so forth. We talk about this in the how to vfat.io video that we made on the CYPRX platforms. You guys can go check that out as well. But so that way nobody's lost, make sure that you read this on the vfat.io platform itself. Now, I'm going to give you guys a visual representation of the charts on when's the best time to compound and when's the best time to harvest. But let's first break this slide down. Okay. So, how compounding works: earning generation. When you invest in yield aggregation strategies or platforms, you earn rewards often in the form of interest or additional tokens from the liquidity pools that you are in. Automatic reinvestment. Instead of withdrawing these earnings, the platform, in this case vfat, automatically reinvests them, adding to your initial investment. And the best thing about this platform is it does it automatically, right? You don't have to have any type of hands-on approach or go in and physically do this. vfat.io does this for you. Increase base for earnings. With the larger investment base, initial investment that you put into the position, plus reinvested earnings, the next round of earnings is calculated on a higher amount, leading to more substantial returns, i.e., compound interest, the compound effect, constantly scaling and adding to your positions. Continuous growth. This process then repeats, continuously growing your investment and the returns generated from it. Now, the benefits of compounding are maximizing returns. Compounding allows you to earn interest on your interest, leading to exponential growth in your investment over time. However, in my personal opinion, and again, what I've used in my strategy, is there's a certain specific time in which you should be toggling this setting on vfat for your positions. And we're going to get into that in just 1 second. Time efficiency. By automating the reinvestment process, compounding saves you time and effort. As I mentioned, this platform does it automatically for you, as you don't need to manually reinvest your earnings. So again, it's super efficient in my personal opinion, and a phenomenal time saver and portfolio management portion of this strategy. All right. So let's continue. And now let's talk about when is the best time and go through a visual on the charts from, again, what I've been utilizing, what I've been implementing in my strategy. It's not financial advice, it's just what I've been doing to maximize my returns. When's the best time to do this? When's the best time to toggle this feature? When's the best time to turn it off? Because again, in my personal opinion, you shouldn't have it on all the time. When a yield aggregation platform, like vfat in this case, has the ability to compound, it's generally more advantageous to compound your earnings when the market is discounted or at a low, rather than when prices are high. Here is why. So let's cover these, and then let's go into a visual perspective on the charts. Obviously, of course, everybody knows this terminology: buying low and selling high. It's like, I mean, cut and dry, investing in stocks, investing in crypto 101, right? Buying low and selling high, maximizing your returns. Compounding during a market low means you are reinvesting your earnings when asset prices are lower. What does this allow you to do? It allows you to accumulate more of the assets for the same amount of reinvested earnings. As the market recovers and prices increase, the value of your compounded investment grows more significantly, leading to higher overall returns. capitalizing on market recoveries. When you compound during market lows, you're essentially positioning yourself to benefit from the potential market recovery. As the markets rise in the future, the assets that you accumulated at lower prices appreciate in value, boosting, your compounded returns. All right. Then we're going to get into a little bit of risk management. So, mitigating downside risk. Compounding during market highs, remember the opposite of what we're attempting to show here, that you should be doing this or toggling this feature when the market's low. So compounding during market highs can be riskier, which is why I mentioned you should turn this feature off when the market's higher, because the market may correct or decline afterward. By compounding at lows, you reduce the risk of reinvesting at peak prices, which could lead to lower returns or even losses if the market subsequently returns or declines to its lower prices. Okay. Dollar cost averaging, smoothing out volatility. Compounding during market lows is similar to the concept of dollar cost averaging, where you are spreading out your investments over a prolonged period of time, buying more when prices are low. And this strategy, it helps reduce the impact of market volatility on your overall investment, which leads to more sustainable long-term returns. And then it obviously, of course, adds that psychological advantage, which is avoiding emotional investing at all costs. Compounding at market lows encourages a disciplined investment approach, helping you avoid the common pitfall of buying high during market hype and selling low out of fear. Okay. And remember that this platform does it automatically for you. All you have to do is toggle this feature on when the market is at a low and toggle this feature off when the market is at a high. Right? So let me just go in and show you what I'm talking about. I'm primarily utilizing the vfat platform to maximize my returns on the BRET that I hold. I hold hundreds of thousands of units of BRET, and I have some of it working for me on the vfat platform, particularly in the wrapped ETH BRET pool on vfat on Aerodrome based chain. Okay. So just showing you guys what I'm talking about. You can see here, let's just go back all the way from June 2024. Markets at a low is when you should turn on or toggle the compound feature on the vfat platform. Once the market rallies, we'll get into harvest in just a second, you should turn that compound feature off and you should turn on the harvest feature. We'll get into that again, what that entails in just 1 minute. Then again, here you can see the market had dropped down to a low back in July 2024. And that is again where you should be turning on the compound feature and not the harvest feature, taking the rewards that you're earning and sticking them back into the account when the market, or your positions, your liquidity pools, when the market is at a low. You can see that there's multiple times, even on small pumps, when the market's pumping, you should be turning on the harvest feature, which is where the vfat platform automatically collects profits for you and puts them into your wallet, where you can then go and take those positions, those tokens, or those units that you're earning and deploy them into other liquidity positions or into stable coins, so on and so forth, which again, we'll get into in just 1 second. But that is when you want to turn the compound feature off, right? You don't want to be compounding into your account when the market is pumping, when the market is at a high. For example, let's say we reverse the role here. And let's say you were compounding when the market was pumping here, and all the money that you were making back in July 2024, you reinvested back onto the wrapped ETH BRET position. Your position would actually be down because the market pulled back significantly, which is again why you want to turn the compound feature off when the market is pumping and turn it on when the market is at a low. So hopefully this visual representation kind of helps you guys out. So right now, currently, I have my compound feature turned on my vfat positions. Now, when will I turn this off? I usually do this in terms of percentages or when the market violates a previous market structure high. Now, I am on the daily. So currently right now, I'm paying attention to these daily highs over here to the left-hand side. And so if the market starts to appreciate in terms of price and we violate these highs over to the left-hand side, I will shift from compounding, toggle that feature off, and start to turn on harvest, because down here at these lows, I was compounding. And if prices appreciate from where I was compounding, that is when I start to toggle off that setting and turn on harvest. Okay. So currently right now I have some alarms set over here to the left-hand side at these daily highs. And if we do see some price appreciation above these significant psychological levels or these daily structures, I will start to turn off the compound feature and I will start to turn on the harvest feature and take profits, having them move over into my wallet. So that way I can then go and deploy those assets in stablecoin positions that are constantly earning yield, or maybe possibly look at other discounted opportunities in some assets that maybe haven't moved yet. All right. So just to show you guys that currently right now I am in compound mode. Okay. Now let's continue the rest of this slide presentation because I believe we only have two more slides. So let's get into harvesting. When a yield aggregation platform has the ability to harvest, it means that you can collect or claim the rewards automatically or reaccumulate those investments into other positions. Okay. So how does harvesting work? Excuse me. Harvesting, or the process of taking profit, right? That's pretty much what harvesting means, is when you essentially collect the accumulated rewards, transferring them from the platform to your wallet and reinvest them elsewhere. Or whether that's you use them to buy other digital assets, maybe that you want to stack for your bull run bags. For example, I've used the base chain in the past to accumulate Arrow, swap that Arrow on Coinbase for XLM, and stack more XLM for my long term bags, right? So it really just depends on what your goal is, whether you want to build longer term bags, maybe you want to build a stablecoin portfolio so that way you're not dealing with market volatility. And in stablecoins, you can still go out there on these different platforms and earn 20 to 30% APR on good, solid stablecoins. Okay. So taking those investments, harvesting and sticking them into other platforms, other liquidity positions, or taking them and buying more blue chip assets that you believe are going to perform well in the next bull market cycle. All right. Now, don't forget that this platform, vfat, offers this automatic harvesting. It's automatic. So you don't have to be at your computer to take profits. It automatically does it for you when you are accumulating your earnings into your wallet. You can then go and deploy them elsewhere. That's something that you're going to have to do physically. But I like this feature because it does it for you automatically. It's phenomenal. It's like magic, honestly. All right. And so this is for those investors that want to take a more hands off approach. They want to set, they want to forget, keeping in mind that this is the type of feature you want to have on or toggled in the settings when prices are pumping, right? Not when prices are discounted. You don't want to be taking profit when the market's at a low, right? So let's talk about the benefits of harvesting. Harvesting provides you with immediate access to rewards that you have earned, which you can then use to reinvest or convert into other assets, like I mentioned. Profit realization. By harvesting, you can lock in the profits that you've made from your yield aggregation strategy, especially this is beneficial if you're anticipating a potential market downturn in the future. So keep in mind, remember, I just mentioned that right now I have the auto compound feature turned on. So all the profits that I'm going to generate from compounding now when the market's at a discount are going to come out when I'm auto harvesting. Okay. Because the prices that I'm discounted at now or entering into now are going to see much more price appreciation in the future because I'm earning yield on yield on yield on that money that I'm reinvesting, which is going to maximize my profits in the near future when I'm harvesting. All right. So one last slide. I just want to just briefly touch on when's the best time to have this toggled on, just like we talked about when's the best time to have the compound feature turned on. So I wrote here for you guys. When a yield aggregation platform offers the ability to harvest, choosing to do so when the market is high or at a premium can be strategic, moving or maximizing your returns. Here's why it might be advantageous to harvest during market highs rather than when the market is discounted. And then I'll leave you guys for the rest of the day. Maximizing profit value, higher fiat value. When the market is at a premium, the value of rewards or earnings you harvest is higher in fiat terms. For me, it's US dollar. For you, it might be euro or the Great British pound or whatever. But harvesting at this time allows you to lock in higher profits as the assets that you receive in return from your yield are worth more in the current market. Reducing exposure to market volatility, securing gains. Remember, we talked about this. Harvesting during a market high allows you to secure the gains that you've accumulated, reducing the risk of those profits being diminished by future market downturns. And I showed you guys that example here. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Where, for example, let's say, for example, you have compound on, you turn auto harvest on here, you are maximizing and taking profit of all the rewards. And then boom, we see a market downturn, right? You don't want to have compound turned on when the market is at a high. Why? Because all the profits, if you would have compound, let's say back in the beginning of August 2024, would now be worth way less than they were at the beginning of August 2024. It's very simplistic dynamics, okay? Which is why I'm trying to show you guys it's important to know when to toggle these features and when to toggle them off and switch, okay? So last but not least, psychologically, all right, avoiding greed. Keep in mind the first thing that we touched on when we started this presentation. The number one killer of people's dreams is their addiction to instant gratification. All right. Harvesting where markets are at a high helps you avoid the temptation of holding these assets too long. We're not here in DeFi to hodl. We're not in DeFi to trade and leverage. I mean, albeit there are leveraging options in DeFi, but I personally don't involve myself in them because they're a lot more risky and I like to have a little bit more of a risk off approach, but it's still available. But what I'm trying to get you guys to see, this is not trading. This is not hodling. This is how to maximize my returns, passive income, and mitigate my risk. Okay. So make sure again that you guys are taking a strategic approach. I wanted to break this down for you all. I just wanted you all to see that here in the CYPRX 1228 Club, we are taking a mature approach to utilizing and maximizing these platforms to grow our wealth in the now, and so could you by taking advantage of opportunities to educate yourself through whether it's the Wealth 28 Club or your own personal endeavors to go out there and research this stuff yourself, which I don't know why you would not want to take a educational platform course that literally just fast tracks you through how to utilize DeFi, how to get involved with wallets you need, how to integrate on certain platforms and different dexes, and how to mitigate risk. Again, all that information inside the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club, hundreds of video breakdowns. Now is the time to get educated. Now is the time to get involved. Even if you don't want to go out and you don't want to deploy digital assets into the DeFi ecosystem, you should still, at a minimum, learn how to get involved, learn how to start to build a strategy. Because guess what? During the next bull market cycle, you can maintain your wealth if you know how to maximize these DeFi protocols, chains, and networks after you've become extremely wealthy. Most people are going to fall victim to becoming extremely wealthy in the next bull market cycle, and they're going to go and move all their money or sell back into the fiat traditional financial system, and they're going to lose all of their wealth through the utilization of DeFi by understanding that you can take very small amounts of money, deploy them in the DeFi ecosystem, and start to earn very high APRs and generate more wealth. You're going to be able to learn and accumulate more wealth, maximizing your returns and holding on to the money that you made in the bull market cycle. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this particular video breakdown. I enjoyed creating the slides for you guys, and I enjoyed talking about how I am earning in the DeFi ecosystem by maximizing and utilizing the settings on these platforms. I mean, it's phenomenal that this is available to us as retail investors. It has never been available to us as retail investors before. And so for us to take advantage of these opportunities, I see that there's some people out there that are still skeptical about it. But again, you don't have to go out and deploy. At least at a minimum, go and educate yourself. Join a like-minded club like ours here at CYPRX or many others out there. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video breakdown. Do me a favor, if you're not a Wealth 28 Club member, because I'm going to be uploading this on YouTube, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the platform, especially if you enjoyed video breakdowns like this. Go back and check out the yield playlist on the CYPRX YouTube. It's got about 18 videos talking about, the DeFi evolution that we're going through right now and the exponential growth that we're set to experience in DeFi in that ecosystem, particularly over the next consecutive couple of years. With all of that in mind, many blessings to you guys. If you are a Wealth 28 Club member, I enjoyed making this video for you guys, and I will continuously pump out content for you all throughout the next couple of weeks / months / years, always giving you guys the realest information, keeping you updated. With that being said, I will see you all in the next video breakdown.